I'm going to do the worksheets with you today. If you have this down after a couple examples, you can just turn off the video, move ahead, and do it on your own and check your answers. But I'm also not going to load you down with a lot of work because you already have a lot of ear training stuff coming up and you're working on theory things as well. But we don't want to get away from reviewing some things about compound versus simple meter and let it go the entire week without seeing this. So this is just simply a table, 2 pages actually, that you will download and fill out that will help reinforce certain things about compound and simple meter. So this one right here is saying, is this time signature compound or simple meter? And is the bottom number representing the beat or the division of the beat? And we have just a couple things to remember, and then through repetition, hopefully, and filling this out, it will become solid for you. So if the number on top is a 6, 9, or 12, it is compound, and if it is anything else, then it is simple meter. So we see a 2 here over the 4. It's not a 6, 9, or 8, or 12. So we'll put simple meter. Okay. And remember that in simple meter, the bottom number tells you what gets a beat. So the 4 means that the quarter note will get a beat. And that's how we're filling this worksheet out. It's really simple. It's not very laborious. Okay, so we'll do the next one now. We see the top number is a 9. 6, 9, and 12 are compound meters. So we call this compound, right? And the bottom number, does it represent the beat or the division of the beat? And the answer is the bottom number in compound time signatures is not the beat. It is the division of the beat. Okay, you probably can do the rest if you understand what's going on. You can ride with me a little bit longer to make sure you're doing it right. Let me just point out that here you see how the beat is a quarter note, and when we did the division of the beat, you could say the division of the beat is an eighth note, but the textbook, and I like this as a convention, we'll put 2 eighth notes there so you can see that when the beat is divided into its next parts, it would make 2 eighth notes. Whereas here, since the beat is dotted quarter note, when it's divided into the division, you get 3 eighth notes. And so that's a custom or practice that we'll do just to help us remind. Okay, I mean, you can kind of cheat now and look over here and see which it is, but let's go through this anyways. 6 on top means that this is compound meter, and the bottom number is not the beat. The bottom number tells you what the value of the notes are if you were to divide the beat up into its 3 parts. So the quarter note is there. Okay, 4, 4 time. Well, it's not 6, 9, or 12, so it's going to be simple. And that bottom number tells us now what the value of the beat is. Oops, I made a mistake here, or maybe typoed or something. There should be another one of those right there. Okay, 4, 8 time. It's probably one you're less familiar with, but it still works the same. The top number is not 6, 9, or 12, so it's simple. And the bottom number tells you what the beat is, and so the beat is the 8th note. 8 for 8th note. Okay, 3, 1. That's kind of weird, but still, it's not 6, 9, or 12, so it's simple. And the bottom number tells you not what the division of the beat is, but what gets a beat, and 1 represents a whole note right there. Okay. 2, 2 is another name for cut time, and it's not compound because it's not 6, 9, or 12, so it's a simple time signature. That means the beat breaks into 2 parts evenly, and the bottom number represents what the beat is. Okay. 12, well, that's one of our compound time signatures. That means that the beat breaks evenly into 3 parts. You can see that right there. And this number here does not represent what gets a beat. It represents what happens when you divide the beat into its 3 equal parts, eighth notes, right? Okay, that's that page. Let's do this right here. So this one says, well, what gets a beat? What's the division of the beat? And is the meter duple, triple, or quadruple? So now this is asking us to take what we have memorized from here and apply it. This one might be a little bit trickier because it's not forced answer. You have to come up with it on your own, but I'll go through the whole thing. Here we go. 2 time. Well, it's a simple time signature. So this number here tells us what the beat is. It's a half note. When we divide that beat into 2, because it's simple meter, it's there. The top number tells us how many beats there are in simple time signatures. So it's duple for 2. Okay, we would call this simple duple meter, where the half note gets the beat. All right, 3/16. Again, not 6, 9, or 12. So this is also simple. So that means that the bottom number tells us what gets a beat. Okay. And if we take that beat and divide it into its 2 parts, because it's a simple meter, you'll get 2 30-second notes. Oops, one more in there. And it is still simple, but it's triple now, because remember, in simple time signatures, the top note tells us how many beats there are. Okay. Now 6/8, this is a compound meter. So this number here is not the beat. We will be drawing an arrow over to here. And remember, there's 3 parts of them, so I'm going to make 3 eighth notes. To get the beat, I add these together, right? And I get a dotted quarter note, because one of these plus one of these would be a quarter note, one more would be the dot. Now, how many beats is it? Is it 2, 3, or 4? And the way that works is you say, well, if this is a beat and there's 6 of these in a measure, then every 3 of these makes a beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 2 beats, right? 2 beats is duple. In other words, if you want to know how many beats there are in a compound time signature, you divide this by 3, and that tells you. Okay? Duple means 2, triple means 3, and quadruple means 4. 12/8, well, this is compound meter because it's 6, 9, and 12. So we'll take this note here and not make it the beat, but make it the divisions of the beat, right? 3 of them, right? If we combine these together, we get a beat, okay? And if we want to know how many beats there are, we take this number and we divide it by 3, which is 4, because there'd be 4 groups of 3, right? 4 of these making beats, right? So that would be 4, which is quadruple. Okay. 9/4, it's another compound time signature. That means that the bottom number tells us that quarter notes are the divisions of the beat, right? 3 of these. And if I add these together, I get a dotted half note. 1 half note right there, and there's the dot. It's compound meter, so we're going to divide this by 3 to get the number of beats. 9 divided by 3 is 3. That means it's triple meter. All right, this is a special symbol. It means cut time. This is called cut time, colloquially, and it's a shorthand for 2/2. We've already done 2/2. 2/2 is simple meter, and that means the bottom number is the beat, which if we divide into 2 parts, because simple meters divide into 2 parts per beat, okay? And the top number then would tell us the beat. So there's 2 beats, so that's duple, okay? C, without the slash down through it, is called common time. That's the name for it. And that's an abbreviation for 4/4. So this is not a compound time because it's not 6, 9, or 12, which means that the bottom number tells us the beat. And then we break that into 2 parts to make the division of the beat. And then in simple time signatures, the top number is the number of beats. So 4, so that's quadruple. You're doing so good, I think, I hope. 9/2, I'm going to go through these fast. Compound meter, therefore this is the value of the division of the beat. These are the divisions of the beat. 3 of them add together to make a beat. Okay? And since there's 9 up top here, compound, we divide by 3. Gives us 3 beats, so that's going to be triple. Basically anything with a 9 on top is triple meter. 2/32s. Well, it's a really odd time signature, but we can still do this. This is not compound, therefore this is the beat. So the beat is a 30-second note. 8th, 16th, 32nd. We divide this into two parts because it's simple meter. So we're going to get really crazy with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 64th note. Okay? 4. And 2 up top tells us there's 2 beats. So this is duple, right? Last one. You're done. Got other homeworks to do, but not for today, just from what's previously assigned. 616 tells us it's compound meter, right? Let's do this in a different order. Divide this by 3. That gives us the number of beats, 2, so duple meter, okay? And then 16th is the division of the beat. You need 3 of those because it's compound time, all right? And then you add these together, gets an 8th note with a dot. These two make an 8th note. That one makes the dot. And there we go. Hopefully, like if you don't understand this now, you got to go back through the notes in the book, go back to the test that you did yesterday or the day before, depends on when you watch this, and reaffirm what it means to be compound in simple meter. The textbook examples and explanation is just fine, so you don't have to panic. You have a textbook. You can always go back and read that and make sense of that. But we want to know that when we see a compound time signature, that this is this values right here. Those combine together to make a beat. When we see a simple time signature, this is this value right here. And then those break apart into 2 pieces to make a beat. And then hopefully you can do the full-blown interpretation of that. Okay. Otherwise, have a great day. I'm looking forward to your other videos and things like that. Yeah.